first guest can be seen every weekday on the best damn sports show, period, on Fox Sports Net. He's authored this very funny book as well called How I Lost 5 Pounds in 6 Years. Please welcome the always entertaining Tom Arnold. How you doing, my friend?
Good, man. The band's awesome. We partied last night. We don't have to talk about it, though.
Maybe we should talk about that.
They're great. They're great guys.
Okay, this book.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody has been more honest about their life than you. I mean, as your friend, I probably would have said, don't put some of the stuff that you've talked about in this book in here.
Yeah, like what?
Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much like this much of it, like that, all of that part right in there. All the thing in here I wouldn't have mentioned. Already this book has caused a controversy. Walmart refuses to have this book in their bookstore. Why?
Well, my publicist, Walmart Canada, by the way, because my friend Steve Tisch gave me a quote. You know, you want fun quotes, and he said something about my small penis on the back, and it's like they don't want to, you know. And you think Walmart, a big corporation, would be kinder to somebody's handicap? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but and they sell guns there. And who buys more guns than guys with small penises? You know, you think it'd be like, you know, you think they're like, well, we're working it out because Walmart's a great place, and that's where my people go.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't want to anger them. You want you want to make them happy and fix this.
I'll cover up my small penis, anything it takes.
Well, first of all, okay, that's a good example.
Right.
This is a quote that was on the back of the book, and it sounds like something that you know, maybe touched on lightly or just a joke. You have a whole chapter in here about the size of your penis.
Right, I do, because there's a lot of misconceptions. Plus, this book was written to my future.
A lot of misconceptions. What are you talking about? Why is everyone in the world running around talking about Tom Arnold's penis?
Well, that's true.
I mean, I know I am, but why is everyone else?
Well, I think I have a theory. And like I said, the book was written to my future children. I'd seen the E! True Hollywood story about my life, and I thought, what if they see that? I better write a book.
Because they mention your penis in the E! True Hollywood story?
Well, a little bit. My ex-wife said I had a 3-inch penis on Saturday Night Live, so I wanted to defend that.
Roseanne said that,
Yeah, so...
I love that in the telling of this, we're repeating it all, too.
Exactly. Well, and then I was afraid, you know, if I have a son, I don't want him to worry if he's going to have a small penis, so I wrote about it, you know, and the thing is, everybody thinks I have a small penis, so when they see my penis and it's like average, they think it's huge. So I've undersold it, you know, and people are surprised, oh, my God, it's huge, but it's really average.
Who's seeing the penis?
Well, are you
walking around shopping nude?
No,
like,
no.
I think I'll buy that. Oh, this? Yeah, well.
Exactly. Well, I think people worry about, I think it's better to have a smaller penis, because my wife says it's actually big-ish. So, you know, it's common. But when I was dating, because other women had heard that story, I had a little tape measure by the bed just in case, you know, to prove that it wasn't quite as small as it was.
Yeah, that shows
said.
You don't have a complex about
exactly.
it. I've got a tape measure right here.
Right.
We can measure it.
Yeah. And the thing is, I think it's better to not have a big penis, because if you have a big penis, you don't have to try in life. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't have to try.
I disagree. I've tried very hard,
exactly.
and I want to say...
But also, the penis is the only part of the body that doesn't gain or lose weight. That's why Tommy Lee, he's got a big penis. He's skinny. If I lose weight, it'll look like I have a big penis. You know.
You know what? If I don't change this topic soon, I'm going to kill myself.
Okay. Well, it's just something, yeah.
Now, you have said that you may want to run for office someday.
Right.
You have political aspirations.
Yeah.
Aren't you worried that, you know, your opponent is going to just say, my opponent is Tom Arnold. Take a look at this clip from the Conan O'Brien show. Penis. You know, or everything else. Are you worried about these revelations?
Not really. All my skeletons are in there. You know, I was arrested 7 times, and I, you know, did a bunch of drugs. And, you know, it's all in there. And then I got arrested for public nudity at an old folks' home. You know, a lot of times that will haunt you if you're
So you have been running around naked?
Yeah.
Hey, you got a little one there, boy. Thanks, old-timer.
Yeah, that was a bad... But when you hear about that out of context, it sounds, you know, if I was in a big debate and they said, what about the time you're at the old folks' home and you got arrested naked? And I'd say, well, yeah, but that was fun. It was a fun thing, you know?
Right.
At least for us. And I was handcuffed behind my back. And
you were arrested nude?
Yeah, completely naked.
What were you doing?
Streaking.
Oh, okay.
You know, and so the cop is like, hey, you're a pervert. I'm like, dude, give me a towel. You're the pervert. I'm naked. Help me. You know?
And then what happened? Did they put you in jail?
They put me to jail completely naked in the drunk tank, and I wasn't even that drunk, unfortunately. And there's a dude, he's looking at me, he's like, what are you in here for? And I'm like, murder, mother. Get away from me. You know, yeah, because you know. You know, because you want to keep your distance. Then my dad had to come down. My poor dad had to bring me my clothes.
You can swear in jail, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Then my dad had to bring my clothes, and he's like, you know, the judge said that you ran through the old folks' home, but I want to hear your side, Tommy, because I'll believe you. And I said, I didn't do it, Dad, I swear. And he gave me my clothes. I was naked still, but, you know, he didn't want to face it.
You were in naked jail? They didn't give you one of those orange jumpsuits?
They wanted to humiliate me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
So that's just insane, first of all, that you would talk about that. The other thing you talk about is you talk about the time when you really knew that your relationship with Roseanne was over.
Yeah.
This is something that you've never talked about before. It's an incident in your life where you really knew that it was finite.
Yeah, you would think I would have known when she filed for divorce twice that it was probably going to be over.
Right.
But I'd heard she went to Europe, and she's in Sardinia, and I heard from the National Enquirer that she was together with her bodyguard who I hired.
The National Enquirer called you?
Yeah.
And said, we happen to know?
Yeah, that her and Ben, who's the bodyguard I hired for her and sent him to Israeli bodyguard school so he could kick my ass no matter what.
Right.
That they were together as a couple. And I said, you know, when you find out, it's okay to be broke up, and then you find out that your gal's with another dude, you're like, hey, I love her, man. I'm going to, you know what I mean? So I get my gay brother, Chris, and we get on the plane.
Why is he your gay brother, Chris?
Because I have several brothers, and they all want to make sure that I say gay brother Chris, so you don't think it's Mark or Johnny or one of the other ones. Anyway, so I get over there, and you know.
How is old gay Chris?
Gay Chris is awesome.
Good, good.
He's awesome. Him
Give
and
my
Tony
regards to gay
exactly.
Chris. Yeah.
So we get on the plane, and in front of us is a guy from the National Enquirer who happens to be going on the same flight with us. So, and at first I was mad.
Is that a coincidence, or no?
Well,
he's tailing you.
Yeah, but it saved my life. I'll tell you why. We landed in Rome. I get a bodyguard. You got to have a bodyguard if you're in Europe, right? So I got this guy, Rocco. He's a captain of the police department. So we're going to go over to Sardinia and try to find my wife. So we land in Sardinia. Our car is surrounded by 2 cars full of guys with machine guns who are Roseanne's bodyguards. And there's like got machine guns, and I've just got the one dude and gay Chris. So I'm outmanned right away. So they're like, she wants to see you.
So Roseanne sends like 12 guys with guns to come get you.
Yeah, because I thought I was going to surprise her, but I called the travel agent and he let her know. So, you know, the surprise is off. Right. Anyway, we go up to her little villa there. And we, you know, her guys are standing around. The guy from the Enquirer is behind us taking pictures. That's what saved my life, you know. So I say...
You think you could have been killed if he hadn't been there taking pictures?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I would have been buried and everything. Anyway, so I say to...
Were you naked at the time this was happening?
No, I wasn't. But I say to her, are you and Ben hooking up? And she looked down and she said no. And I knew because she wouldn't look at me if they were. But I honestly felt relief because, like, I knew she'd be okay because she had a guy. And, you know, everything would be okay. So anyway, so we leave there and I'm telling Chris... you know, it's okay. And then, but Rocco's like, hey, man, in Italy, the man is a king. You know, she is still your wife. I will do something. I said, well, what would you do? And he goes, I said, no.
He's going to kill her boyfriend, new
don't
boyfriend,
do that.
Ben?
Don't do that. And then I'm like, well, what else could you do? You know, give me something else. He goes, well, we could plant drugs on him and he'd go to prison for life. I said, no, because then she'll want to reconcile. You know what I mean? So then I'm like, you know, but, you know what's funny, I said, Rocco, are cavity searches at the airport. Those are funny. He goes, you give me 10 grand, it happens. So when, and it was funny, I had my gay brother Chris right there, he would have done it for free. So, this fella got, when he got to the airport, these
So
cops...
Ben got a cavity search.
Yeah.
$10,000.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got the cavity search.
Yeah, exactly. But it was a funny little thing.
Here's 500 that had done it.
Yeah, it's a cute little story.
Young people in love, they do crazy things.
Yeah.
Now, you're married. You talk about it in the book, but you got married just a couple of months ago.
I got married 5 months ago to Shelby. Yeah, she's wonderful.
And so things are cool now, but before you got married, I was hearing about it. Everybody was hearing about it. You were kind of a maniac about dating. You were dating everybody, and you were getting into some really weird situations. Right,
I was, and that's why I don't understand The Bachelor, because you got all these women. How do you say no to any of them? You want to marry them all. They're all nice for whatever reason. So, but I was dating this woman, and she had a 3.5-year-old kid, and I thought that's the best thing, because I want kids. She's got a kid, but the kid was a breastfeeder, and he was 3.5.
3.5? You're not supposed to be breastfeeding.
That's what I thought. He was asking for it. You know, give me some. You know. So we go out in public, and she'd be like, I don't want my picture taken with you. And then all of a sudden, the kid would be like, Mommy, I want some, you know. And he'd be like, on it. So, but this kid, and then there was this weird rival.
How old is the kid?
He's 3.5. He's this tall, man. So there was this weird rival.
Are you sure it's a kid?
I don't know. He might have been a midget, because the last time he did it, he kind of gave me the finger and winked at me, you know. So we had a rivalry.
You know what's the problem? The guy has to take a cigarette out of his mouth to get to the breast.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. good Lord. So that sounds like an insane relationship. It's all in here.
Yeah, it's all in there. And there's some nice things, too.
This is an insane, there's a lot of insanity in here, and I really believe it's all real. I don't think,
it's all real.
The book is called How I Lost 5 Pounds in 6 Years, and the Best Damn Sports Show, period, airs weekdays on Fox Sports Net. Tom,
thanks,
thank you
dude.
for doing it. Nice
all
to
right,
have
man.
you
Thank you very much.
Tom Arnold, everybody. We'll be right back. Tom Everett Scott, stick around.